Hello and welcome to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena for game number 3 of this Major Series Lacrosse semifinal. A best-of-7 series between the defending Man Cup champions Six Nations Chiefs and the Owen Sound North Stars. Chris Vale, along with Darryl Smart, thanks for joining us tonight. Chris, we've got a great one in store for you tonight. It was a 12-9 victory. It might sound like it was a big victory for the Six Nations Chiefs, but not really. We can get into that as the broadcast moves on. But boy, fun atmosphere here. The seats are filling up quick. And thanks a lot for joining us for the ride tonight as we start off with the smoke dancers led by my good buddy Joe Martin.
Yeah, like you said, everybody's kind of some Thursday night lacrosse here at the ILA, and everybody's kind of getting their chicken wraps and heading to their seats. Looks like Andrew Kidd starting in it tonight. Funny thing I noticed, Andrew Kidd went back to his NLL pads when he was kind of backing up there. They were kind of getting stricter on guys wearing their NLL pads in the different OLE leagues because they don't have their Cat 3 tags on them. So I noticed when he was here for Hamilton the other night backing up, he had his old school Junior A Toronto Beaches pads on, where maybe they figured Senior A they're more lenient. The Chiefs themselves bought special pads just for the season, custom, so they can always call them on the Cat 3 tag. Technically, it's a rule if they ever wanted to, if anything got tight down at the end and Dewey and Johnny T wanted to make a call.
But a good game in store on Tuesday night in Meaford. It was a tight one, my friend. It was 6-6, I believe, heading into the third period. I think it was 6-6.
It was like, and then what was it, 8-8, 9-9?
8-8, 9-9. And then, honestly, it was the defense that kind of took over.
Like you said, really making on both ends, right?
Yeah.
Like just kind of locking down Owen Sound at the end and then scoring some goals.
Big goal by Matt Mariner.
Yeah, great pickup, right? Not even playing the full season with these guys.
It was a really great goal, and typical of this defense. where just a stripping of the ball. It was a yard sale down on one end, and he used his athleticism, pick up the ball, and went down and scored down the other. And then the game-winning goal, scored by Nungo Thompson. And it was a three-man rush. Again, coughed up a loose ball, and the D went on a three-man transitional play, finished off by Nungo, and that was the catalyst. And, of course, Dougie Jamieson and Andrew Kidd were phenomenal. As we head to game number 3 here at the ILA, let's get started.
There's a Tyson Bell threw a Kidd ball in the stand just a second ago, and we got Jammer back in the lineup. What's he missed? About a month so far. So bringing him back is not just the great skill set he brings to the offensive zone, but that veteran leadership and the captain of being the guy on this team everybody looks to in the time of need.
Well, you know what, Jammer, you can see Jammer is chomping at the bit to play.
And Randy Stott's also back in the lineup, right? So that's a big boost. Maybe, hey, it was a close game last time. Owen Sound's on a cakewalk. Let's try to see if these guys are healthy and get them out there. Jammer takes no time, and he shoots right away.
Yeah, he was raring to go the other night.
Definitely, and yeah, he's fired. He's running around perfect out there. And like I said, just probably after taking a month off, right? Wants to just get into this game quickly, kind of get acclimated, right?
Well, it didn't help that he had to play those games on the concrete.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? It's something that I know the coaches didn't want him playing a lot of games on the concrete. Just take it easy on his body, you know what I mean? But he had to a couple of times, especially that swing where the Chiefs went to Owen Sound and then the next day in Coburg. It was a skeleton staff, and he, of course, the first guy to step up was Cody.
Definitely, like you said, better, like that leadership, right? And then just like he's such a team player where he could easily have said no, but he went and he played, and they got the wins those nights.
Such a gamer.
Lyle with it back, and really Lyle missed a couple of games. We haven't seen him, Randy, and Jammer together in a good solid month.
Well, yeah, this is going to be. Well, it's always a complete Chiefs lineup, but some of the stars, you know what I mean?
Yeah, some of those mainstays, especially in that offensive zone, maybe that could have led to some slow starts. Ooh, nice shot there. Is that Jackson Webster?
Oh, and a goal.
Oh,
we're going to take a look at this as Jackson Webster continues on his hot streak. He was fantastic in game number 2 in Meaford on Tuesday night, and we'll take a look at the replay here. And again,
he was there.
What
he was kind of
what was successful for Owen Sound was going to the net on Tuesday night. They would get in. They weren't afraid of the defense, and they just go to the net. And that's how they were scoring goals. And Webster, that's a perfect example of the North Stars not scared or intimidated by this defense.
Just a nice one-handed lefty.
Yep.
Lefty goal. It looked like he could have been the crease there. I don't know. It's tough to tell.
It's tough. We don't have cameras over top of the nets yet. Right, we're working on trying to be at 2 places at the same time on Saturday, let alone an extra camera. Again, thanks again for tuning in on Darryl Smart Media YouTube page.
I figure Josh Burns is going right in there. He was going hard to the net. Lyles gets it back. No reset. It's
another busy evening of lacrosse, busy day in lacrosse in general, of course, with the festival. But rounded out, we've got our game here, game 3, and game 4, or game 5. Is it game 5?
5, yeah.
Game 5. Game 5 of the Peterborough Brooklyn series, and you can watch that on Stamplax tonight.
Nice pass by Justin Martin. Shot. Man. Kid made the save, kind of hit the post there a little too.
Off the pipe. But Steven Stamp has that game on Stamplax, so you can split the screen, watch double your MSL pleasure. Oh, are you serious?
May, right? A lot of trick stuff here going on, huh?
That was
one-handed goals, little jump 360.
I like it, though,
Slam dunk contest almost there.
I like it, though, because it shows that Owen Sound isn't intimidated by this Chiefs team.
And that's huge, and that's what, like we said, they got guys like Chad Culp and Adam Jones on their bench. Those are solid NLL veterans, and they're probably telling their guys, hey, we got a shot. Nice shot there by Ryan Smith. cutting there, and Dane Smith had saw him, but kid makes another save. Mitch Gustafson up the floor. Jackson Webster has it. He was definitely a big miss for them in game 1.
Yes.
The league MVP. This is saying Greg Elijah Brown's in the lineup tonight. He's been
He's been huge for them.
Yeah.
Same with Moran Weeks.
Yeah, and like you said, Elijah Brown also on the Rivermen, right? So but he's been APing with these guys for 2 straight years. Another shot, save Warren. Lyle Thompson's going to settle it down.
Again, speaking of the festival, lots of local teams participating in the festival. I believe Brendan Bomberry's team that he coaches is...
They gear to go tomorrow.
Yeah, they gear up tomorrow.
And then I believe he's supposed to be also coaching his son on the First Nations U13 team.
Yep.
His kid's still in U11, so that's why he's coaching this weekend, his son, and then he's playing up in First Nations for the Nationals.
Six Nations Chiefs ball boy.
Yep, shout out to your niece as well, right?
Yes.
Won the
shout out to the
Guelph.
The Guelph Regals beating the St. Catharines Athletics 3-1. And my niece Grace had the game, the opening goal. She had the only goal of the game up until the third period.
There you go.
It was a beaut.
McKay, he almost pinged that one, but kid got his glove on it.
It was a twister. She was on a breakaway, did the twister.
She's watching so much of your live stream.
I think so.
She's learning a thing or two from these guys out on the floor.
It's her first year box, too, I think.
Nice. And like you said, Jeff Schneider, the head coach there, not the NLL faceoff guy, but a lacrosse lifer in his own right.
Man, he's a great dude.
Joe Coyle with it. Little pass up to Webster. Webster's going to take this and shoot. Nice save, though, by Warren. Randy was playing a little D there. Right in his stick. Gets it up to his Halifax buddy, Tyson Bell. Over to Jammer. Halifax there. Jammer shoots. Save, kid. I'm sure there's some people in Nova Scotia watching tonight. They got tons of T-Birds in the lineup.
Yep, make sure you let us know where you're tuning in from. We always love to hear from you in the chat. If you have any questions for the encyclopedia.
Nice shot there by Cree. You figure Jammer even, right? He's physical. He's getting in this game. He caused that turnover there.
If you have a question for the encyclopedia of lacrosse, Chris Vale, by all means, ask away.
Jammer playing D. Another save by Warren. Gustafson with the shot. Renier, we know he's not afraid to shoot. He scored in game 2. Renier's going to the net. Oh, off the post. He almost had that too. The post really coming in handy for Andrew Kidd tonight. They've hit a good 3 or 4.
Already. Mariner really seems like the type of guy. He's a big game player, eh?
And the thing is, too, he came from more the hockey background when I've heard him talking in the past is,
it's like Theed.
Yeah, he took that hockey route with like Junior B, St. Catharines, and a buddy. There you go, Randy's got it. Randy to Theed. Ooh, just as we talked him into it, almost scored. And another Thunderbird player in the lineup too, James Dawson Theed.
Theed was actually changing in the parking lot out of his work clothes into his lacrosse clothes.
Oh, nice.
When he got to the
construction worker, what's he up to?
I think that's what he does. I'm not sure what he does, but
gets it. Former Quebec Hockey League player, right? And then what's that? St. Mary's University out there in Halifax.
Yep.
So he played high-end university hockey after.
Probably coached by my buddy Jim Midgley from Townsend.
Yeah,
who used
who
used to coach that team.
I remember when he was getting an interview with Panther City after they said, "You used to be a hockey player," and he says, "I still am." They didn't know he flew in from Halifax after a hockey game, college hockey. There you go, and Joel Coyle's got it back over to Sanchez. Sanchez is bringing it in, the Salisbury University and Maryland player, driving all the way up here from the States.
Love the commitment these players show.
Dirt Cats. Justin Martin shot out of a cannon there. Is he going to get it? Yep. He's going to find Bomberry. Bomb's going to shoot. Save, kid. It's up and down. This is an exciting game so far.
Well, you know what? It's a lot like Tuesday night. There were some moments that it was an absolute track meet. My new buddy Spencer Byers, who called the game, I was getting tired watching him. He was getting a workout in calling the game because it was end-to-end so much.
That Mayo with it now. May is just nice. Almost going to get a reset here. He's going to another jump shot. This guy's like Vince Carter. He's just dunking all night, just going to try to get one past the
He wants one pretty bad.
He's an exciting young player from Windsor, too. Calgary Roughnecks, he's got an exciting future.
Love watching it. Love watching the dunk.
Jammer. But like we said, Marinier, I believe his brother's obviously the stud player on Ohio State, Colberg now, right? Took more of the lacrosse route, and he went more hockey. And then junior B lacrosse, worked his way up. He cut his chops in after getting drafted in practice squad for the Wings with the Whippy Steelhawks before COVID. So he didn't play one whole game his rookie year with the Wings, kept at her. And now he's a solid back-end defender for Ottawa, and now for the Chiefs gets a chance at a Mann Cup. And right there, Marinier, he's a big body, 6'6".
He's a big dude.
All over. That's Gustafson. Gustafson, though, ooh. Just relentless both sides. Like, Marinier was knocking Mitch Gustafson down.
You have to hand it to Gustafson on that one. That was a great – he had Mariner all over him. Look at this. He was being harassed into the boards. He just bounces off like a water bug. And what a great piece of athleticism.
And solid there, we're talking about Marinier's hockey background. Gustafson seems to have given up lacrosse in the winter playing Arena League. He's been playing the last 2 or 3 years senior hockey out there in Desnesto, the town next to Tynanega. Yep. So he's been playing senior hockey. Deseronto, yeah.
Deseronto.
Yeah, so he's been playing hockey out there, still like a Toronto area guy. I don't know if he moved out that way, but playing one whole way by Ottawa and then playing senior A lacrosse for Owen Sound, right? This guy's putting the mileage on his vehicle. And 2-0. Nobody thought that was going to happen unless you're a North Stars fan. You could say you put 20 on it, but I won't believe you. Priolo. And all these D guys really staying up, too, right, after the other night.
Well, and that's why I'm not surprised. It does look like the Chiefs coaching staff is tinkering around a little bit here.
Yeah, kind of
showing
saying,
different looks.
Hey, let's run with these guys. And Burns just point blank the kid's helmet there.
Showing a different look. You know what I'm saying?
Webster now. This is Brendan May with it. Over to Sanchez, really staying on the outside. Like I said, the former Salisbury Seagull. Over to May. Nice shot and scored.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh, was that Jackson Webster, actually?
That was Webster again.
Yeah.
But I'm not shocked by this at all. I know it's a shock to the crowd right now. But this Owen Sound North Stars team is just that engine that just keeps on coming, and they just keep coming at you, honestly. And that's what they're doing right now. They just keep on coming and coming and coming. And the Chiefs need to find an answer. You know what I mean? And I know there's a lot of tinkering with the lineup right now, but you don't want to drive back up to me for the second or third time. You know what I mean?
Because like you said, anything can happen in that barn.
Oh, gosh.
I heard it looks the same as it did in '87, somebody told me the other day.
I actually, for shooting content, like I know we were bringing the broadcast, but the photographer and videographer in me, I actually enjoyed it because there was no glass along the boards there. So you had to have your head up, but you know what? You were able to, no obstruction. It was pretty sweet. I like character buildings
Dana
like that.
Randy, off the mask again. Kid's getting mad now. I think he thinks they're going for him. I don't know. Or he just wants the water.
Oh, that's the
Something
strap.
break?
Yeah, it's a strap. It's his dangler.
He took 2 off the head there. If Kid, for some reason, did ever come out of a game for any reason, Caleb Martin's their backup.
And Caleb Martin's doing the equipment. He's the equipment manager on this one.
He's he's from Owen Sound, but finished off after junior B for the North Stars.
And a classmate of our play-by-play, Spencer. Spencer was telling that story. I like that one, and I'm glad to have him along, and we'll have him on Saturday as well, as they were high school
science
classmate, religion class.
Religion class.
Class.
He didn't do good in religion class. He said him and Caleb talked too much about sports. Yeah, he was fun to have. Like you said, St. Mary's, it's when selling some stuff, Andrew Jones, right, still being their head coach, some helmets and balls and stuff, going up there for a Masters tournament while we drove back. I'm like, oh, here it is. It's really between the Bayshore and the other, like, kind of community center in town at St. Mary's. But
so some shout-outs here. We got Owen Sound in the house, of course. The Poconos in Pennsylvania.
There we go.
We got Paper City Oaks. Amherst, New York, of course, our Bandit friends. Amherst, New York. Yeah, let us know where you're tuning in from. We always love to hear from you.
Caleb was these guys' main goalie last year and signed to Colorado after being Panther City's backup and then with the Riptide. But then I think he tore his ACL playing in Laxnigh last year. So then that's why he was on the IR all year for Colorado. So we'll see if he gets another shot. Priolo over here on Dirt Cats.
But the D doing yeoman's work right now. Like the D-men are really carrying the load right here for the Chiefs.
Ooh, nice look.
Oh, that's a great response of a save from Warren.
If anybody in the chat from Old Town, how come these guys aren't calling up Jake McNabb from the senior B team? He's somebody that put the ball in the net, right?
Yep.
Local guy and was playing both all season. I'm surprised he stopped playing in the playoffs. Elijah Brown, another nice look by him. Him and kind of Jackson Webster hooking up here pretty good. Mayer over, puck off the kind of save there, Warren. 3-0, but this is a long game, right?
Steve from First Line, thanks for joining us.
Yep, there we go.
Long Island.
Oh, Smith.
Oh, boy.
On his wrong side, just a little scoop and finish.
Kind of came out of nowhere on the screen there. He just kind of came out of nowhere, picked up the loose ball, and put that one by Kidd as well. Look at the replay here.
They needed that.
Well, they needed a response. Like you said, like Jammer had been putting the ball on the net, but the rest of the guy, that extra pass, you know what I mean? So you got to get the ball in net. You got to get the ball in net. Anything can happen. Worst case scenario, it bounces off of someone, right?
They came out sluggish, it seemed like.
Yeah. Typical first period for the Chiefs, though, right?
It's a lot of traveling guys, right? Bus legs. And Weeks has got it. Weeks is going hard. He goes down, though.
I really appreciate how this Chiefs team goes to the net. Or the North Stars team goes to the net.
And that was a big thing even when we watched the senior B team. That's when Hamilton was successful, right? Like, you got to go to the net. You can't be scared. And these guys are showing a willingness, right, to sacrifice their body and make jump shots and everything. Lyles got it. Over to Theed. To Randy. Nice look there to Dane. Over to Jammer, but the D guy was on that one. Jammer's going to get it back, though. 11 seconds on the clock. Over to Randy. He's going to seal. Let's see if he shoots. Nice pick by Jammer.
Oh,
Randy spin. Nice shot.
Check that out.
Just in the armpit, though. Kid, that would have been a beauty.
Love the spin move.
A little Booby Miles action there, right? Put Randy in and watch him spin. Sanchez running this one up in transition. Ooh, he even puts his shoulder down. Oh, he's going to throw it away and almost got it back. Theed, Bell, Justin Martin, Priolo up on transition. Theed's going hard.
He's like a locomotive. Oh, are you serious?
He's saying no goal. Let's check this replay. That was a selling out on the play there by Tyson Bell. Let's just give it to him just for that.
Oh, I know. And that's what Tyson does best. You know what I mean? He really does sell out. We'll look at the replay here. And this is just Dawson Theed. Oh, I don't know about that. That's a tough one. That's a tough call.
Really have to see where the ball is when he hits, right?
Yeah.
He got it off without his feet being in, but
again, those rules are a little bit different in CLA, of course, right?
Yeah. If that's a Thunderbirds game, maybe Micah Kersey's throwing the red flag.
Well, yeah.
But there's nothing like that.
Again, we need it. We need more cameras.
Yeah. Let's talk to the OLA. Let's get some more cameras. Let's get this all set up.
Hey, I'm just happy that we're going to be in two places at the same time on Saturday. We might as well share that news. We were figuring that out before the broadcast. I'll be in Meaford. We're going to be broadcasting game number 4 of this series starting at 3 o'clock on Saturday. And, of course, Darryl Smart Media YouTube page will have the Six Nations Rivermen Brooklyn Merchants, game number 1 of their Ontario Series Lacrosse final. That's going to be a best of 3. You know more information about that. But yeah,
like
game number 1 is going to be here at the ILA, so we'll have both games here on YouTube. So
knock with it, like I said, and then like perfect timing. Elijah Brown's got the ball.
Yep.
Me and you were trying to figure stuff out. You're like, hey, I'm in Meaford Saturday. We were like, well, Brooklyn's the higher seed. Maybe that game will be on the road. And maybe
as soon as I saw
Sunday.
your text, I was like, oh
yeah,
man, how the heck are we going to pull this off?
As soon as I heard it, I was like, wait, they were right after the game was done, right? It's going to be a 3-game. We were wondering if it's going to be 5, is it going to go 7? Best of 3 series between Riverman and Brooklyn. First game here versus Riverman. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on in Whitby 2 on the Saturday. Yeah. Junior A games, senior A games, provincials. So the game will be here for game 1, and then next week will be the game 2, and then deciding also a game 3 if it's needed in Brooklyn. Nice shot there by Jackson. Just the hard finish there.
Jacko with he is so quick on the stick. I guess that's why they call it a quick stick. But man, oh man, Shane Jackson just delivers time and time again, especially on the doorstep. Just load him on the right side, waiting patiently. And when you have hands like that you can release that quickly, you're going to be a really successful player. And
what a pickup it was that they went him and not Mark Matthews, who hasn't played MSL the last 2 years, right?
Well, yeah.
And obviously, I think it was injuries with his shoulder or whatever, but they got Jackson's full rights in 2019. And
oh, he's been a big pickup. He's a real character guy as well. He's a great guy. And again,
he was Onondaga Laser too, Limestone and Onondaga. I'm sure he's played with a lot of these guys in alumni games and different things. He was in between the Jammers and the Bell era, so they never played in school, but
he's just one of those guys that he's a glue guy, you know what I mean?
Look at this guy, just fighting through too.
But Shane Jackson's a real glue guy. He in the dressing room before warm-ups, he's giving everybody, he's making sure staff, players, they're all getting a little high five.
Nice goal there. Defense running the ball up, right? Latrell Harris to Priolo, little rock to Bandit. Everybody's the Chiefs in the summertime. Teal and orange are bleeding this summer.
And again, all starts with the D. This time ends with the D. And just like on Tuesday night, the Six Nations Chiefs defense really taking over here.
Like you said, Chiefs never out of it, right? But just trying to swing that full momentum back.
The bench, Priolo and Latrell having a fun time. They're having a great summer, those two.
And the magician, Dewey Jacobs, what another solid trade, right? Getting not just one, but getting both Ryan Smith and Latrell Harris, who've just been amazing for this team.
I'm going to be biased. He's the best GM in lacrosse.
How is he? Ottawa Black Bears, I heard you have a GM opening. You need a guy like Dewey Jacobs running your squad.
Rochester even.
Rochester, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, especially with the new, especially with the new ownership.
Yeah, definitely.
Rochester.
Yeah.
We were talking a little bit about it on the bus, and it kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? With the new ownership and wanting to get more butts in the seats, especially from community.
Like
the Seneca Nation. You know what I mean?
Get a guy like Dewey Williams too.
Oh yeah.
That was my first. I like too how they kept that pretty unwrapped till Seneca kind of posted that.
Yep.
How you go from Wegmans to Seneca Nations buying them. I felt like there were some talks previous or something. I remember a couple of years ago somebody said they should buy a team, but
it's a great opportunity, and I think it's great for the game. And I know you guys talk about. Oh boy,
Dane Smith.
What a rip!
Right over the
Great Dane.
Tie ball game, folks.
Just like that. The deficit is erased.
High potent offense, right? The D guys can score. Randy looks like he's even telling the guys something. Saying, thanks for letting me shoot. Like I said, for the game, right? You got Kurt. You got Kurt owning a team. There's the Indigenous First Nations. You got Seneca now buying a team. And previously, the Mohegan Tribe had a bit. I think what hurt them was COVID and the lack of kind of casino and stuff. So then they had I think that played a part in them selling the Black Wolves, and then Josiah owning 2 teams, and then even Pagula's wife, right?
But
There's a lot of. It's a pretty diverse league, right, compared to some of the NBAs and NFLs.
Yeah. But it just makes sense. You know what I mean? And let's face it, the NL wouldn't be the same without Rochester. And I know you guys spoke about that on your podcast.
Yeah, definitely. And that rivalry, right? Them and the Bandits travel well. Their fans, they make sure to pack the Blue Cross. And Ryan Smith will not be going first round in his personal draft. He's staying in Rochester, right?
But it's got to be a relief for some of these guys. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
You're not knowing what your NL future is. You know what I mean?
Morenier dangling. Like I said, he's not afraid to go on the offensive end.
Oh, he's such an athletic dude.
His brother can put the ball in the net. Why can't he, right?
Well, and it's so effortless for him because he's just so powerful. You know what I mean?
Randy, nice no look. Dane almost had that one, but Kid made the save. Oh, Dawson Thede with a pick. Dawson to Lyle, back to Dawson. Ooh.
That's a great save.
Yeah, Kid just came across and covered up the 5-hole.
Dawson Thede's done that a bunch of times this year.
I think Thede's rights go back to Brooklyn next year. I would like to see them kind of make that a full-time gig. Or that was the fine print, I think, when they first posted Elijah Brown with it.
Oh, great spin move.
Ian McKay can do it all. Playing a little backdoor. He's staying up the front now tonight. Back to McKay. I would like to see him shoot that. I know it's good play though, pulling it out, but he hasn't been afraid to bury the goals this year. Over to Smith, and nope, they're calling a crease again. That's the second goal waved off by crease for the Chiefs.
They're on the doorstep.
Sanchez got that. It was a low pass, but he scooped it up. He's going to look. I think he's going to pass to Tanner Buck. We'll see what he does here.
TB had a great game on Tuesday as well. He was one of the best players on the floor for the North Stars.
Oh, there's going. Sanchez got off the glass, but Warren with the save. He's somebody. I don't know why he can't really stick as much in the league. Maybe it's like he's not the biggest. Not for me, but maybe that's what GMs are thinking.
Proving you don't need to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he puts the ball in the net. He's a physical player. Smart. Randy's with it. He's going to wind up.
And again, TB's a real glue guy as well. You know what I mean?
Burns has got it. Jackson Burns shoots. Mitch Gustafson's got it again.
2.5 to go here in the first period. And the Six Nations Chiefs coming from behind. Playing a little catch-up.
Shoots, kick save there by Warren. He's playing a good game. Weeks is going to get it on the reset. Weeks to Webster, and then Webster, even like he said, he kind of rode the pine for the start of the season for Vegas, and then kind of got in there. And
don't think he'll be riding any pine if he keeps this up.
Webster. Maybe that's the reason why some of those guys got fired there at Desert Dogs. How did you not see this in the preseason?
Exactly. You seeing what this guy's doing all summer? It's insane.
Yeah, like it took the end of the season for them to play him for Vegas. Lyle with it. Lyle's got it now. He's dancing around. Nice move. Ooh, that just stayed out? Almost went back in off the deflection. Oh, Smith did not get that over in the time. It's great ride by Smith. Obviously, too, some of these guys being kind of field attackmen like Smith and Jammer, you'll see that great riding. Defense starts in the O-zone, right? Nice look, too, by Randy. To Smith to Randy. He almost scored.
It doesn't even look like he's got any rust. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy how these guys just get back in and boom.
Oh, that was quick.
4 seconds left. He's going to try to get a reset here. Owen Sound bringing it up now to Webster, the assistant captain. Over to Sanchez. They're going to work it. Obviously, definitely they are the strongest on their left side, right? Webster, May, Weeks, Buck. Ooh, another goal there by Webster.
Man,
Tied back up.
He is fantastic. We'll just take a look at the replay here. Webster, again, we talked about why he didn't play for the Desert Dogs as much as he did. Look at this.
Yeah,
He's scoring against some of the best in the world right now.
I think he said it took him like mid-season to really get in the lineup.
But what a show he's putting on. And it's really silenced this crowd a little bit. I know people are ready to go to Bowhunter to get their chicken wrap, but...
Like you said, too, it just shows that it wasn't a fluke at the end of the season because he's been performing all summer as the mainstay for these guys, right? Like, teams are keen on him for sure, and he's still putting up the points. It's not, I put my best guy on you, and now he can't do nothing, where maybe Vegas, the defense more went to Donneville or something like that. Edwards with another, what do we got here? Timeout? Quick timeout. They're going to look for it won't be a shot clock because there's only 24.9 left. And then they're going to look for the last shot.
Got someone from London, England, Raleigh, North Carolina. Thanks for tuning in. Delaware, Victoria, BC, Halifax, and of course that those two WLA series are turning into something as Maple Ridge got on the win board last night against the Coquitlam Madanax and finally got to Christian Del Bianco, and the Adanacs leading that series 2-1, and I believe New West is winning the other 2-1. Chris, am I right on that one?
New West, yeah, I believe so.
New West is up 2-1. New West, actually, we were on the bus, and we wanted to. A bunch of players wanted to watch it, but it was. By the time everybody wanted to watch it, it was more than midway through the game, so they didn't want to pay for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
With only a period left.
No, like we said, it's tough. That BC Sports, I randomly was flipping late last night, and they had a Junior B game on, McDonald's Cup. I don't know if that's named after
they've got I think that's their provincials. To me, it seems like their provincials. But yeah, we were all looking at it from just from the game live, and
over to Burns. 7 seconds left. Somebody's got to shoot. Oh, nice look.
Oh, that was a great look.
That time, Randy. Nice. There you go.
Are you serious?
1 second left.
Are you kidding me?
I thought Smith found Randy nice. He almost scored earlier before this play. Then Randy comes back to him, and then...
Let's look at this replay, Chris.
Shane Jackson, he's always right place, right time. And
buzzer beater, and we talked about his hands. That's not even a split second. That's insane. And look at the guys that are sitting tonight and just walking down. You got Sonny, Kellen LeClaire, who's been super impactful, Nungo. But boy, oh boy, what a way to finish for the Six Nations Chiefs as they tie this one up. Or no, they take the lead at 5-4. We had 9 goals in that period, my friend. That's what you call an action-packed first period here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. And you know what? We're going to take a break. We'll let you guys take a break. And we'll tee up the second period right before it begins. Thanks for joining us this evening, and enjoy. Welcome back to period number 2 of this game number 3 of the MSL semifinal series, a best-of-7 series between the Owen Sound North Stars and the Six Nations Chiefs. My name's Darryl Smart, and along with me is my good buddy, the Encyclopedia of Lacrosse, Chris Vale. And after one period, we had a little bit of everything. 9 goals scored in that first period, and of course, led by the North Stars, who got off to that quick 3-0 start from Jackson Webster, Mitch Gustafson, and then Webster again scoring before Ryan Smith had the reply. The Chiefs went on a run of their own with Ryan Smith, Shane Jackson, Steve Priolo, and then Dane Smith got on the board before Jackson Webster scored his 3rd goal of the first period. So the 2025 MSL MVP doing what the MSL, why he was the MVP, scoring 3 goals in that first period for the Owen Sound North Stars. And of course, with 1 second remaining, Shane Jackson scored his 2nd of the period to give the Chiefs a lead. And that, my friends, is where we're at. Thanks for joining us tonight. Wherever you're watching from, make sure you let us know where you're watching from. We love to hear from you. We love the interactions in the chat. So make sure you chime in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We'd love to hear you. And of course, if you want more lacrosse action, you can go to Stamp Lax. And of course, I think it's a 1-1 tie in the first period between Peterborough and Brooklyn. And away we go for period number 2.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what Jackson was pretty adamant with talking to the refs by the bench there before the draw was taking place.
I know.
He kept kind of flipping his stick. I don't know if he's trying to say something was in earlier, but yeah, 3-0, right? Owen Sound jumped up to that hot start in the first period. Let's see if they can replicate that in the second.
Wow, 4-1 Brooklyn in the second period. Thanks, Rob, for the note on that one. We looked, I was messing around with more computer stuff, trying to figure out Saturday, so I wasn't able to look. But last time I looked, it was 1-1. But wow, 4-1 Brooklyn. Did you think that was going to be a thing? What was the last time Peterborough was not in an MSL final? Well, that's got to be well over 10 years. A couple of years ago, there's a nice shot from Jammer and a save by Kidd. A couple of years ago, the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club, to me, were poised to beat the Lakers, but there was a protest and all sorts of things happened. Then there was a wedding during...
Was it the 2018 season? I believe so. I even watched a few games that year when we were doing some tournaments away and doing provincials. And like you said, that's the year they had Jackson and Matthews and kind of like you said, had that point in a line it themselves.
I really thought that was going to be a thing. I knew that series would be a big one.
Steve Orleman really doing good in net, right? Good summertime goal.
Again.
And that's the 5th probably.
Yes. Got Bracebridge in the house. Thanks for joining us. Marietta, Georgia. Ponte Verde Beach, Florida. I couldn't read from that far out. Sorry about that.
Dane Smith gets it right up the floor to Dawson Theed. Just kicks it right out. Kidd, but Theed gets it back. Let's see what he does with it here.
Dawson Theed really shows his athleticism. You know what I mean? For a big dude, he can run.
There's probably like knocking, he's a big guy, he's slow, but he's very athletic and shifty. Could be from those hockey kind of background.
Oh, of course. I'm going to go back to even the old minor lacrosse story about my niece's team. That entire team plays minor hockey together.
Nice.
And Jeff has a daughter on that team and basically went out and recruited all the kids, all the girls, or as many girls as he could from that Guelph travel team.
Well, like we talked about, right? You got Matt Marnier, he's played high-level junior B hockey. Dawson Theed, major junior A and college. Brendan Bomberry used to play junior B for the local Corvairs.
I used to think...
And played in the GTA league with all those big-time NHL players.
Well, Brandon Montour, a perfect example.
Yeah, I think
back in the day when I was covering the Arrows and Golden Eagles and Corvairs at the time for the Expositor, I always thought Brandon Montour was actually a better lacrosse player.
Mm-hmm. And then even a guy like Gutcherson still playing senior hockey. he's got an elite prospect. So Derek Katz over. Elijah Brownlow with the rebound, and Warren saves. And then even a few other Chiefs players, right? Local playing Bush League and different tournaments, right? Not afraid to skate.
I got to see how I could play out now. And now that this hip's redone, can't play in net. I gotta maybe be a forward.
Elijah Brown works it over there. Maya with it over to Sanchez. Sanchez with the twister. That was a nice shot.
That was a different look. That's a great look by Sanchez. Chris, we've got a question. What
Sanchez?
NL All-Stars are on Brooklyn? Lots. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, we'll say Steve Orelman, Bandits backup. Higgins is Ottawa starter, and he's the other goalie. We got Sean Westerville. He's a Vegas guy, another young kind of player there, along with Webster of Owen Sound.
Kiernan?
Kiernan brothers. Yep, the Kiernan brothers. Yep, they're both in Ottawa. And then also, little Randy fell there. Then we got Chris Bouchy of the Toronto Rock. Those are just a couple to name the few off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Oh, Holden Garland of Saskatchewan
Pretty
Rush.
much that whole team.
Yeah, we were talking about, like, he went and left summer ball to play PLL last summer for California Redwoods, and he came back. St. Catharines Thorold guy. Also in a Minto with the 16-inch arrows. Nice block there by Creed. Maya had that wide open on the quick little quick stick, but Theed actually saved it.
Creed's a beast back there.
I think even Creed played some junior B hockey. I've heard him talk about before. Nice. Oh, I was going to say nice save, but just Jackson just kind of banks that one in off kid's leg.
Tonight, Shane Jackson's night, that's for sure. He's the trigger player. We'll look at the replay here. And again, where does it start? On the backhand in transition. This one up from Dane Smith. And just a nice crisscross, and Shane Jackson fires it before he gets hit. And just like that, the Chiefs have a 2-goal lead here with 15:05 or 15:07 to go in the second period. Thanks for watching.
Ooh, little collision. Yeah, Jackson literally with half this team's goals right now.
But again, it's pick your poison with this team. Who's got the hot stick? Throughout the regular season, it was Mr. Hat-Trick, Ryan Smith. Ryan had a goal last night. But tonight, Shane Jackson's the trigger man.
Dawson Theed gets it back. And like you said, it's tough, right? Because these guys are all fighting for touches out there. They're like usually the second top gun on their NLL teams, and now they all got to share the ball, set the picks.
I think they like that.
No, definitely. Like you said, pick your poison, right? They don't have to worry about I have to score
There's no
this
pressure
many goals
on any of these players.
Jackson Webster off the post on his wrong side. Took a whack there. He looks a little shaken up going to he's holding his head. McKay puts that over the boards. Owen Sound's got it back.
Chiefs lead 6-4, 14 to go here in the second period. Thanks for joining us. Chris Vale, Darryl Smart with the call.
Like you say, I was going to almost think it's Curtis Hall and Tyler Hall's, but a little different. One's got an S and one doesn't. Martin with it, over to Cree. Cree's going to fire this one up to Tim Edwards. Is the face-off man going to try to shoot? Nope, he's going to settle it down.
He's gonna take his time here, I think.
Tons of Haudenosaunee and Team Canada members on this Chiefs team, but Tim Edwards, the lone USA guy.
Yep.
Jammer, nice pickup there. Over to Dane. Dane Smith finds Randy.
Oh, man.
And that went in.
Man, oh, man.
Another one where Kid thought he had it, but just trickles it in. He's complaining, the ref's pleading with that no goal, but sorry, buddy, that one went in right past you.
Just going to take a look at the replay on that one.
I think
that's just a beautiful feed by Dane Smith. And again, Dane Smith is the facilitator tonight. That's 2 in a row from the great Dane, going inside and finding Randall that time.
Can't tell if Adam Jones is more. I think he's more yelling at the refs here. Owen Sound head coach, but I don't know if they were trying to say it didn't, that Randy's foot went in before it crossed. He definitely shot it before being out in the crease. Kid had a piece, but it went in and it counts. So 7-4. Adam Jones, the long-standing Peterborough Laker in summer ball. I'm not too sure if he won a President's Cup or went to a President's Cup ever with Owen Sound, but obviously played his junior B there before winning Mintos with Orangeville and Colorado Mammoth and tons of different teams in the NLL. McKay on him. Dirkat.
Oh, that's a great goal.
Gets one right back. Just a nice bouncer on Warren there.
That's just a nice snipe. Dirkats has had a great series so far as we look at the replay here, Chris.
He took, he had E. McKay's, had a great MVP final season, but Dirkats just took him hard to the net.
Man, that's just a great take by Dirkats.
Chiefs calling a timeout here, or is Owen Sound? A little bit of a break. Kid's shaking it off. I think he's going to go for a drink. Warren's doing the same as well.
Again, thanks for joining us.
Captain Tanner Buck here looking for an explanation while McKay stays there for the Chiefs. Hear what they're talking about.
Thanks for joining us. We've got our good friends Ben Hill and Bruce Bennett working the cameras as always. They're the tech guys. They're the ones making it look good, folks. So thank them for their hard work throughout the season. And then, like I said, Saturday is going to be a busy day here on the Darryl Smart Media YouTube page. First of all, I'll have the call with my new friend Spencer Byers in Meaford for game number 4 of this series. And then a few hours after that game is done, through the magic of the interwebs, Mr. Vale will have the call. And Ben's going to have the camera and all that fun stuff as we bring you live action of game number 1 of the best of 3 Ontario Series Lacrosse Senior B Provincial Championship between the Six Nations Rivermen and Brooklyn Merchants, who, of course, that's a best of 3 series. Both teams have punched their ticket to the President's Cup, of course, because Brooklyn hosting the event. So it's only going to be a best of 3 to see who's going to go in as the Ontario champion.
Ooh, Randy's going to get called here with a pick. He gives an extra one there. Edwards had a nice face-off and even kind of behind the back there to Latrell Harris. I seen Ponte Vedro Beach, Florida, right? He was watching us.
Ponte Vedra.
That sounds like a nice place to get an NL expansion team.
Oh, man. Hey, if there's a team, Chris and I hook us up. We'll do the games.
Jackson with another shot through Tyson Bell's stick there. Warren with the save. Like I said, really, couldn't get that one. Brown with the pass. Like I said, really Owen Sound, they're strong on the left side. Like Elijah Brown, solid and stuff, right? But he's been calling up all the last 2 years from the Rivermen, where they got, guys like Buck, May, Webster, Weeks. Those are kind of some of their stronger players. Dirkats, though, kind of being that mainstay on that right side. Smith has it now. Smith going. He shoots.
He's got a lane.
He was trying to put it short side there, but Kidd made the save.
Love how they're just working the ball, working a location here.
Randy's going to get it. Man. Oh, nice check there by Surreal, though. Randy did get it back. You got 20 on the clock. Smith gets it, makes sure it doesn't go over and back. He's going in, he shoots. He's going to get one tonight.
Oh, yeah, he's shooting a lot.
Like you say, sometimes shooters just got to shoot, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Edwards closes out here on Halls. Halls with a nice pass to Buck. Dirkats goes down there. Over to Buck.
Oh.
That was tough. That was
Buck
a tough
was
look.
streaking.
Yeah.
With clothes on. He was streaking down the right side. Timmy Edwards is going to take his time on this one, let the shot clock run out, and the Chiefs are going to get a new offensive set in here, led by the Great Dane.
Oop, he was looking for Lyle. Lyle
Uh-oh.
was falling down, stayed up, but this is knocked going right up.
He's been effective in this series defensively.
Yeah. He's not afraid to get out there and run. Gives it to his buddy Liam McGrath. Oh, Lyle almost picked off Elijah's pass. Lyle fell down because of the illegal pick. He gets it back on offense. Lyle for Burns. They were once Bayhawk teammates there in the MLL days.
Oh, my goodness.
Feed now. He got called for the pick. 7-5, man. This is a good, solid game.
Again,
errant pass, but Brown gets it off the glass. That almost went out. So a lot of chirping going on between these benches. Gustafson not afraid to chirp, though. He was in game 1 there. I know he was yelling at Tyson Bell.
Things are percolating with you. We talked about that in game number 2. You play this many games in this span of time, you're going to get that. You know what I mean?
Morenier just locking Buck down behind. Is he getting a penalty? I think they may call something on Morenier here.
Kids at the bench, extra attacker on the floor.
Maya, Webster, Buck. Brown cuts.
That's a great
nice
save
shot.
by Warren.
Even he gets kind of tied up there, Morenier.
It's a great save by Warren. So we're going to have ourselves a penalty here. Waiting to see who comes in. That's going to be a cross check.
It says a lot by a guy like Elijah Brown that he just kind of in and out of this lineup because he is playing senior B. That he ends up getting all this man up and everything, and it's good for his NLL draft stock too, right? Performing solid for a team in senior B that's going to another President's Cup. He's been 3 years with them, and then these back-to-back years getting called up to Owen Sound. Is that Dirk Katz with it? Over to May. They're looking for Jackson. Jackson gets it up top. He's going to wind up. Nope, he feeds it Buck.
It's a nice save again.
Yeah, just a nice bouncer off Warren. They're going to get the reset. There we go there. Maya, Buck. Or Webster shoots. Durkatz. Over to Webster. Webster Brown. Maya. Another little kind of...
Is that a stop by Warren on that one?
McKay gets it. McKay takes it up. He's going to stay up and place it. Oh, nope, he's coming off for Jammer. Getting Jammer on the floor.
He's got to be happy to be on the floor. He was champing at the bit on Tuesday. Let me tell you, he was gumming some of the guys that were getting treatment. You want to sit this?
Nice look. Cody Jamieson to his old pal Randy Stotts, and those guys have been doing that for over a decade.
Let's look at the replay on this one, Chris. Again, watching these two guys. Peanut butter and jam right there, folks. A little grape jelly to that one. That one went up top. And the Chiefs lead the Owen Sound North Stars 8-5 with 8:23 to go here. Or 8:22 to go in the second period. Thanks again for joining us on the broadcast. Another busy day in the lacrosse world. You could tune in all day long to the Ontario Lacrosse Association YouTube page. You can watch. They've got all their rinks. They're streaming all their games as well. So if you really want, you can watch lacrosse all day long. And like you said, BC has their provincials. They're online as well. So after the game, you can watch that.
Billy Smith's got it. Over to Lyle. Lyle ends up pulling that one up. Looks like he was going to shoot, but he pulled it back. Over to Burns. Burns is looking for Jackson, the hot hand tonight.
They're really trying to force feed Jackson on that series.
Like we said, besides having Dougie Jamieson, he's like really the lone Albany guy, right?
Yeah.
On the Chiefs, so no No Firewolves team is shooting on a kid tonight. Over to Webster. Oh, a lot of sticks in the lane there, though. Bell and Cree, but Deercats picks it back. And goal.
That's a beauty.
Deercats, just chased that ball in the corner, and he got it out and up.
Well, look at the replay on this one. And you know what? This is just Owen Sound getting the ball in deep and doing a really nice job of doing it here. And that's the play right there.
Over to May, and like I said, May had a lot of jump shots tonight, and right there he just kind of got it in the shooter spot.
That's a nice shot. So with 7.5 to go here in the second period, game number 3 of this series, the Six Nations Chiefs holding on to a 2-goal lead at 8-6. Luttrell chasing the ball.
Ooh, bit of hacking and whacking there.
Another loose ball festival.
Edwards gets it right up. He tried to kind of do over the shoulder like he did earlier to Luttrell, but it's got to be somebody's possession here.
Owen Sound possession.
Webster's looking for another. Ooh, nice little save there.
They're really trying to go to that right shoulder of Warren's.
Yeah, you feel right. It's like a strong left side, so they're really trying to put it back far side. Burns, shot wide. This is going to be Halsey's ball. Halsey's got it. He's looking for it off the bench. Gives it up to Coyle. Coyle shoots. Ooh, even took a hit there. Like I said, Joe Coyle was kind of one of those guys who was really good in his younger days for New England and just kind of stopped playing. I know he played junior for Orangeville. I believe he might be from Orangeville as well. Over to Webster.
So
nice shot there. Yeah, I can't tell if that was Bomber or Luttrell that got it.
Bomber, who's playing on the back end tonight.
Like you said, these guys are selfish, right? Nobody's like, I want to be an O guy. Bomber's got it, though. Nope, he pulls it back out.
But it's a double-edged sword to it. You have these guys playing in the back door, but in transition, they're so deadly.
Dane fires. Ooh, Smith gets that off the reset.
That's a great hustle play by
Burns. Back to Smith. Over to Dane. Back to Smith. Ball movement. Over to Randy. Just puts it wide. Gustafson got it. Lost it now for some hustle from Smith. Dane lets his bandit buddy Priolo get it. Back to Dane. And again, this team just grinds and grinds you out with the resets and the loose balls. Over to Smith. Kid, another save. On the leading goal scorer, I believe, right? This regular season for the Chiefs, Ryan Smith.
Mr. Hat Trick, as I like to call him.
Owen Sound looking to run in transition. Tanner Buck. Oh,
that one off the pipe as
yeah,
well.
That was cool. I couldn't even tell if Priolo even got a piece. Priolo fires that one up. Ooh, a little high. McKay, though, gets it off the glass. What a beautiful play.
Turned into another track meet here.
Playing a little shortstop there, right?
Yeah.
Off the hop. Over to Dane. They're telling McKay stay on and play some O. To Priolo. Priolo's going to shoot. McKay or Jammer almost going to get this. Tie up here. Owen Sound's trying to get it. They do get it. Knock. Ooh, knock yard sale. Halsey knocks his stick to try to get the ball that was stuck in it.
Right into the stick of Lyle Thompson.
Over to Burns off the bench. Burns. Another save, though, by Kidd. I believe that's Noah now that just got that one. Millsap, yep. Over to Knock. Another nice takeaway by Lyle. Chases Halls into the corner. Bomberry intercepts it off the bounce pass. He's going in hard. This Chiefs team. Nice look.
Oh, seriously.
Beautiful save. A goal. Beautiful goal.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
Burns to his old school Bayhawks teammate there, Lyle. This is, I want to say, the first summer they've played together since 2018.
That was so pretty to watch. Just going to look at the replay. And again, in transition. Wow.
Lyle
Bango,
starts out
bongo.
with the hustle, right?
Yep.
He hustled the ball. Takeaway. Owen Sound gets it back. Then Bomberry picks it off.
We got our fans down below. Some faithful fans just dancing away. I love it.
If you're a kid and you got You got Josh Burns just flying in there on you. You're thinking he's going to shoot it, and boom, unselfishly, cross crease to Lyle, who puts the finish on it. I don't know if Eddie Cuomo's in the stands tonight. Usually he's coming to these games. He's got to be happy seeing Lyle finish that one. And a good night from Shane Jackson. Bomberry as well, Ray. A lot of Georgia flavor on this team.
Goaltenders getting a well-deserved water break is
still pretty hot in here, right? Even with these fans going.
I just felt the air. Just felt the air in the back, which is kind of nice to see, or feel, I should say. Again, let us know where you're coming from watching tonight. If you have any questions, by all means, ask away, and I'm sure we'll do our best to answer.
And I think that's good, too. Like you tell the Chiefs, they don't want to just let Owen Sound hang around and something crazy happen in a third. They want to kind of take control of this game.
They want to put...
Up for Dawson.
Oh, look at this.
Nice catch. Oh. Kid got his foot on it, though. Big tumble there.
That was a great save by Kid.
And that was a beautiful pass there, too. Owen Sound, but you figure Chiefs defense settles right in there. Maya's got it, trying to get Latrell Harris with the strip. Latrell Harris even gets the Lucy there for the cause turnover. Gets it up to Justin Martin. Martin was looking for the bench. He's going in, finds Dane. Chiefs offense settle in here. All the old guys come on. Dane's looking, he's looking. Nice look.
That was a great look.
It was right in Smith's stick. Smith now just kind of, you can get the sash. Ran the shot clock though. I don't know if he's kind of clutching. Weeks has it now. Weeks looking for off the bench. There is a Sundown on the Chiefs. He's just not in the lineup tonight. Yep, Larson Sundown, he normally plays. Member of the Ottawa Black Bears. Even helped design their jerseys this past season. Nice pick there by Ian McKay. He's good. He's so good.
He does so
Over
many
to
things.
Randy. Randy's going to shoot. Nope. Randy, he tried to find.
They're trying to get, they're trying to feed Shane Jackson a little bit more.
Nice look. High flying there from Lyle.
That would have been sweet.
Is that Gustafson with it? Latrell Harris hunting him down. That's Sanchez with it. Over to Maya. Ooh, Maya shot. Beautiful save by Warren. He's looking it up for Edwards. He's got Jammer off the bench. Lyle running alongside him. He's going to give it to Dane.
Vancouver Island in the house. Thanks for joining us.
Obviously, Dane never played. Dane's got it now. That's nice look, Jammer. To Lyle. A nice bounce pass a nice bounce shot, I should say, to Lyle.
Wow, that's a beaut. Looking at the replay here. And again, all starts with Dane Smith, who's played the role of facilitator. He's been the point guard of this Chiefs offense right now, especially in game number 3.
Like I said, I'd like to know what D1 schools recruited him back in the day. I'm sure you know he went right to the NLL, but that was a nice pullout. He saw Lyle cutting, and then Lyle just kind of bounced that one 5-hole on Kid. 10-6, the Chiefs really controlling the second period.
There's a lot of whistles on that one. And doing a little scoreboard watching. 6-4 Brooklyn after 2 periods of play, so after 40 minutes. BLC.
Who's your favorite Halifax Thunderbird, Trevor? Owen Sound looking to get one, but just gives it away there.
Chiefs really just settling in here. They're looking so confident right now.
Then Bomberry's got it.
Just over a minute to go here in the second period. Chiefs explode in the second period.
Nice look by Smith over to Dawson.
Oh my, that's a nice save by Kidd.
Smith gets it back. He's really good at getting these rebounds. Over to Burns. Nope, Burns pulls it back out. Jackson goes down in the middle. A nice look too, right? You think Smith's been shooting, trying to get one and get the monkey off his back, but he was looking for the extra pass. Smith though shoots. Ooh, a little wide there. And Owen Sound's on the run. Priolo's cutting him off. Shot just wide. He's coming right back. He's going to let the shot clock go a little bit longer here. Now Bell kind of hockey smacks it to himself. Jammer off the bench. Good play there by Bell.
Just letting time run out here. They're going to get that last shot.
Who's going to take the last one here? I'll put $5 on Burns. Burns looks for Dane. Dane over to Jammer. I keep my money right at the push. Nobody shot. Ooh, we got some pushing and shoving here. Jammer, Dawson Thied getting right in there. Check the replay on that one. I kind of looked away for a second.
Let's see here.
I don't know if we caught that right.
Let's just see here. Do we have anything? Oh, we have camera guys. We're following the ball. There we go.
I was myself. I didn't. And nothing there. No penalties or nothing like that. Just a little love. Some words even to be had.
But after 2 periods of play, the Six Nations Chiefs, with a commanding 10-6 lead over the Owen Sound North Stars. A 10-6 lead wouldn't be as commanding, but the way that they've done it in this second period, certainly, Chris, is a commanding lead. They've just they have dominated this second period. That's for sure. As we head to period number 3, let's take a look at some questions here.
Oh, I was saying, I saw one question saying, can Hossack play after the PLL season's over in a Man Cup?
Yes.
I believe he can. It's just all up if the Chiefs management has him on like that IR list, just kind of how Dane played the Man Cup, and 2 years ago, McKay last year, and the year before that, it was Lyle in the Ontario Finals.
Yeah.
So like we said, kind of the Utah Archers, just kind of the home of Team Canada long poles. It was Chiefs made the trade in the Hossack deal and got in Hossack and Dawson Thied for the rest of the season, but Hossack went back to try to three-peat with the Utah Archers. They then also made a trade to get Cam Wires, Buffalo Bandit player, and also Utah Archers D guy, but then he went back to get his, I believe, second in a row, or maybe even his third as well, depending upon when he came out of college. And even, so both those guys, maybe they play in a Man Cup when their season's done. And then Peterborough even at one point made a trade with Brampton and got Warren Jeffries' rights, another Archers defender. And then also out west, New West, I believe last year Patrick Schumi tore his ACL, but New West made a preseason trade to get his rights, but I seen he's been on that IR or holdout list for Archers. So like we said, Archers looking to they were looking to three-peat the PL, and everybody in Senior A lacrosse wants their long poles to play out the back end for them. So pretty interesting, all those guys they got. A lot of talent.
Good question from David. Is the Man Cup final a neutral site or home field? It's home field, and it rotates every other year. Last year, we hosted the Man Cup here on Six Nations, the Grand River, because we were the MSL champion. This year, the WLA champion will host, and that one is yet to be determined as the WLA is well into their semifinal series. It's the Maple Ridge Burrards and Coquitlam Adnex playing in one, and Coquitlam has a 2-1 advantage in that best of 7 series. And now in the other end, it's who everybody thought would be the final in the WLA, but it ended up being the 2-3 matchup. The Victoria Shamrocks and New Westminster Salmon Bellies. And that one, the Bellies are up 2-1 on that.
Because like you say, it's kind of crazy how each year the battle of MSL final, like last year was, who's going to host Peterborough or Chiefs, or then this year it would be the WLA team, where those other leagues like Junior A, St. Catharines gets an automatic bid as the host, and Junior B or Brooklyn now is the host, right, for Senior B, and Junior B, I think it's maybe in Alberta this year?
Well, and it's in Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan? Okay, yeah, so it would be the SWAT, I guess, maybe.
But it's all because you got to remember there's only 2 leagues in Senior A lacrosse. There's the WLA and MSL, so it just rotates between the 2 leagues. Any other questions out there?
And even when we were kind of talking about like Senior B being that gauntlet, I guess they're getting rid of like the double header games a day and stuff. They said they're going old school back into the bracket format, where in 2017 it switched to you play everybody.
Yeah.
And now this year they're bringing it back to the bracket format.
The bracket.
So
what do you think of? What do you think of
bracket,
that?
2 teams for the other. In semis.
What do you think of that?
I don't know. It's nice to see everybody play everybody, but maybe they just are kind of like, look, it gets too hard.
Yeah.
But then the only thing about the bracket thing is, like you say, with
you have 2 bad games, you're done.
Yeah, and then almost like I know they said like in Junior B and stuff, the host team decides the brackets. I don't know if that's the same for Senior B or not.
Keep it the way it is. Yeah. It's keep it the way it is, I think. And of course, yes, you can watch the WLA playoffs on WLA TV, thanks to our friends at Play Full Screen out west. And of course, MSL playoffs. There's going to be a bunch of Steven Stamp at Stamp Lax on YouTube is doing the Peterborough Brooklyn series in Peterborough. He did last night's game. I couldn't make it to Whitby last night. Had some family stuff going on, so Steven filled in. And I will be back for game number 6. If anybody wants to call the game, you want to call it, or someone work a camera for me. I don't want to do both, so if someone can work a camera for me, I'll call the game, but or vice versa. So, yeah, I'll have the game number 6 from the Iroquois Park Sports Complex. Game number 6 of the Brooklyn Peterborough series, and of course, that one is going to be interesting after Brooklyn with the lead after 2 periods of play against the Peterborough Lakers. So Stamp Lax has that. I think Stamp also has the 3 Nations playoffs going on, as well as the Can-Am finals. So Stamper's a busy dude. Also, as he was the offensive coach for the Coburg Kodiaks at one point this season. So he's a busy guy. So make sure you give him a follow. And of course, our good buddies, Gary Morrison, Matt Carrick at JVI, they are doing the OJLL broadcasts on the OJLL YouTube page, and you'll be able to watch that final series thanks to Gary and Matt. So yeah, you know what? We're going to take a few minutes, let you take a break, and we'll take a break, and we'll see you in the 3rd period. Welcome back to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena for period number 3 of this Major Series Lacrosse semifinal series between the Owen Sound North Stars and Six Nations Chiefs, as the officials are talking to Cody Jamieson about after the period activities. Second period, huge period for Shane Jackson alone. Shane scored the first goal. Randy Stotts scored. Xander Durkatz responded. Cody Jamieson got on the board. Braden Maya. And then Lyle Thompson scored a pair to tee up this third period to set it up 10-6. Thanks for joining us tonight. Live and online here on the Darryl Smart Media YouTube page. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you choosing us.
5-on-3 ball, and Lyle Thompson gets it. It looks like, I want to say Dawson Theed is the other guy in the box with Jammer. I know they were kind of, Dawson Theed stepped in there to earlier and just don't see him on the bench, but I can't tell the guy sitting down with Jammer in the box. But Lyle's just dancing around all the Owen Sound North Star players.
Lyle Thompson dancing on the floor. I love it.
He tried to get fired to get the reset, but both those penalties, too, are for 1:55 at the moment.
7-5 Brooklyn, 12:52 remaining. That one, I got the split screen going, folks. Did anybody predict that one, you think? I kind of had an inkling that Brooklyn, they've been knocking on the door.
Like you said, they looked really good the last game we saw them play here for the last regular season game for Chiefs, but I still think Brooklyn is technically the better team on paper.
Well, Orleman standing on his head.
Yeah. And like we talked to somebody before the game, right? Great summertime goalie. Kohlberg, he used to give the Chiefs some fits. He kept the Kohlberg in the series last year and everything.
Gave the Chiefs their only loss by standing on his head when he was with Kohlberg.
Webster has it. Webster to Durkatz. And they're 5-on-3. They have to capitalize on this. Over to Durkatz. Over to Elijah Brown.
That's a great save by Warren Hill.
Elijah Brown just kind of opened up camp there on the outside the crease. Over to Cree. Ooh, Cree misses it, but gets it back. Like I said, Lyle's just gonna 7 seconds left. That's bad. That they needed to, get a good capitalize on that. You're up 2 men on this high potent Chiefs team. Randy off the crossbar, going to be a reset. And then those 2 guys, Cody Jamieson and Dawson Theed, just right into the offensive zone. Man. Jackson over to Randy. Randy's looking. He's going to shoot again. That was blocked. Kid's looking to fire this one up the floor. Gets it up. Webster too high for him off the glass. McKay, the speedster, gets up there with his Bennett's teammates. Oh, back to McKay. Nice look to Dawson Theed. Oh, but nice save. And right when he passes, he doesn't kind of slow down. He just speeds right in there and
just barrels in.
Yeah. Dane with the give back, and he found Theed, but kid made the save.
I was going to say, watching Ian McKay and Dane Smith move the ball from the back end is fun to watch. You don't see it often in the winter, but
and really this year with the Bandits, McKay really got to start playing forward, and then Dane, that's where he's been in the league for a long time, McKay, but Dane, he spent those couple of years out the back door with the Bandits before getting his shot. Martin with it. Finds Burnsy. Josh Burns with it. Burns to Jackson, over to Smith. Let's see what Smith does with it. Back to Burns. Team Canada teammates. Latrell Harris, the third Team Canada teammate. Burns is going to the hard. Puts it wide. Smith gets it back. Fires. But Owen Sounds is going to get it. I thought there might have been a reset there, but maybe it did not hit kid. And Owen Sound coughs the ball right up.
That's
Edwards.
one thing that
But then Edwards at the back end does the same thing.
That's one thing Owen Sound does often, and it's one of those things that they need to clean up for going forward, I think, for next season. Just those unnecessary giveaways.
And that was Weeks with it, over to Brown. He finds Maya. Well, that was actually Jackson Webster. Him and Maya really look a lot alike out there, kind of same stature. Webster stoked the check there, and Owen Sound keeps it. Webster on Bell. Bell playing some solid defense. Webster gets over, but Bell recovers. Over to Sanchez. Sanchez. Webster to Buck. Weeks has got it. Brown put a little twister on it. Warren save. Weeks is fighting for it with Cree and Bomberry, but Cree gets it. Some dangles there by Cree. Up the floor. Bing, bang, bang. Bing, bang, bong, I should say.
Depends
Over
if
to
you're
feed.
a Peppa Pig fan. Bing, bong, bing. The Bing Bong song.
To Lyle. Just that quick ball boom, right? These guys touch it 2 seconds and pass it up. It definitely does not die on any of these players' sticks. Dana Jammer. Jammer's got it. Jammer to Feed.
Oh, what a pass.
Feed.
Feed's going to hear about that one in the dressing room, I think, because we've got ourselves a penalty here.
Jammer's gave him a little smile, a little, hey, don't worry about it, buddy. Get the next one.
Yep.
And like you said, that seems to be the teammate, like a guy like Cody Jameson is, right? He's not yelling and getting, he's more of a, hey, pick the teammate up kind of thing, and let's get it next time.
We got an 8-7 or a 7-7 tie. Just 9.5 to go down at the PMC.
If you're any lacrosse fan, though, I mean, you got Lyle Thompson, Ryan Smith, who's becoming a big name, in Burns, Shane Jackson, and Cody Jameson.
Yep.
If you're the Owen Sound defense and goalie kid, you can't be intimidated by it.
That's for sure.
Dick Davis there looks like he's helping tape up Warren's legs. A little equipment adjust is what we're waiting on here, folks. Don't know if it's fixing a strap or just tape job. There we go, Nick D.
Much needed breather. Again, we just want to thank you for joining us on the ride tonight. Love bringing this lacrosse action to you.
Hammer, nice look to Smith. Smith dances it in, just puts it wide. He's going to get one, though, before the Knights are done, folks. I'm sure Ryan Smith will score. Jammer hustles that down. Nice look there, Smith, and he got one right then and there. And what a nice hustle play there by Cody. He picks it up in the corner and just made that nice look to Smith.
Here's the replay on this. And again, all starts with a loose ball. Who comes up with it? The captain, Cody Jameson.
He followed that right to the corner.
What a great feed. And he sees the one thing about Ryan Smith is he's always coming in with a full head of speed. He's never standing still. You know,
a very big body power forward.
Yeah.
Like you say, those power forwards in basketball and hockey, right? And that's the thing too. These guys have that on the right side with Smith, and then you have Dawson Theed on the left side. Almost different styles, but similar in that same kind of way of kind of,
especially with the big bodies, right?
Yeah,
being
like
able to bang.
They just kind of bang in the middle and stuff. And they get guys open, and that was the thing at one point in the playoffs last year when some stuff happened that like they didn't have that, and they had Brian Cole out the front door trying to use him as a pick guy and just trying to use his size. Dawson Theed's got it. He's going right to the net.
Well, he's going to the house here.
I like we said, even him kind of using his quickness there.
Again, that's just it's so deceiving because he's such a big guy. You know what I mean?
And he was definitely a guy. I'm sure he could have played some high-end hockey pro in Europe, right? Or even maybe gave the East Coast League a shot, but went back to Halifax and played
the ECHL. Come on.
Yep. East Coast Hockey League.
Not the East Coast. It's
ECHL. There we go.
It's just the ECHL now.
Nice plays there by McKay.
Kind of hard to be East Coast when you're all over the map.
Then McKay off the post. he had him, Lyle, and then Randy running in on their odd man situation. Yeah, like you said, they got they had teams in Alaska, right?
Yep.
In Brampton
West,
before.
the West Coast.
West Coast,
And congratulations to Hunter Jones from Brantford. A good friend of the Darryl Smart Media Network.
He just re-signed somewhere, or on his championship?
On his championship,
Nice.
ECHL champion with Vale,
Nice.
or with Trois Rivières.
Has he signed back there at all? Or?
Yep, I believe so.
Nice. Good young. Was he second round draft pick by Minnesota?
Minnesota, yep. This is just Shane Byrne, or Josh Byrne, sorry, with the juke, goes up the middle, coming in from the side.
I kind of had a couple of words with Josh Burns earlier. I was talking to him. I said, he first went to ASA, talk about last chance you, right? They just kind of throw him into a college in Manhattan. Then these guys showed some highlight films. A couple of buddies on my team were sitting out there before after playing ULAX boxing. They're like, this is this guy, Josh Burns. After 2 fall ball practices, he's already committed to Hofstra University.
We've got ourselves a goaltending change down at the other end. Looks like Caleb Martin is coming in. It was funny because he had to wipe the sweat off of Andrew Kidd because Andrew Kidd was using his helmet.
He's seen tons of rubber tonight there, Kidd. He's made a lot of saves, but hey, he's let up 12 goals, 13 minutes left.
Got to make a change here.
Let's give the hometown boy Caleb Martin a shot, right? He's an Owen Sound guy, and that's where he's from. And it was kind of weird. These guys were allowed to protect him. I don't know if it was, even though he was whippy and had some calls from Brooklyn his last year of junior A, these guys were allowed to, he was their only protected player in last year's draft. But yeah, like I said, Josh Burns, and then he goes, after some coaches let go, that coach that got him, helped him with Hofstra, goes over and puts him in Nassau, and then he plays the year at Nassau, and then ends up going to Hofstra. So Elijah Brown passes that one up. You got 12-6 here, and like I said, the Chiefs after that 3-0 lead by Owen Sound, it's really been all Chiefs for the most part. Marinier with it. And like I said, I don't know if like that episode of Back of the Bird where he talked about he'd really like to win a Man Cup, and they said, so you're going to go back to New West? And he said, well, my parents just moved to Niagara area. So, because him and his, obviously, nice goal there, right over the shoulder. First shot Caleb Martin sees is a goal by Lyle Thompson. Didn't even get a chance to get warm.
It's Lyle coming right at you with a full head of steam.
I don't know if now he needs a goalie break, something with his helmet it looked like he needs fixed. I don't think that's the reason why he let that one in. Lyle Thompson just dancing around.
Let's just look at this. This is beauty. This is vintage Lyle. He just ran around the perimeter, cut loose, goes up the middle, and snags her home.
But yeah, then I know they said, so does that mean you're going to play orange and teal? And he just laughed, but almost kind of that foreshadow all the way. Saw his buddies like Dane Smith, McKay, and Priolo, just winning. Let's add another one to the, he's already won PLL, he's won NLL.
Yep.
Let's add a manner to the trophy case there, Josh Burns. And shout out his brother, Taylor Jensen, looking to get to the President's Cup. Instead of playing Peterborough Lakers this year, he stayed in Can-Am playing for Tonawanda Braves out their back door. Also, too, one of the solid up-and-coming defenders there for the Rochester Nighthawks.
Got ourselves another equipment or a helmet. These guys are sharing a helmet after the dangler, after Kidd's dangler.
His dangler broke, and then Caleb Martin's trying to get it fixed. And
now someone's trying to fix.
Kidd, I think, just went right to the locker and take his pads off and take a break. So that's one equipment guy helping him out. Oh, no, that is Kidd. He popped up.
It was just the strap. Kidd was the one doing the equipment repair.
And like we said, Kidd was doing double duty, kind of more or less the backup to Eden Walsh and Hamilton. He did get in a few games, especially last Saturday. But a lot of lacrosse here for these guys.
13-6 lead for the Six Nations Chiefs over the Owen Sound North Stars here with 12.5 to go. Chris Vale, Darryl Smart on the call. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Darryl Smart Media YouTube page.
This is physical. This is a fight for that ball after that face-off. Now Edwards is getting it. There's been some slashes.
It's getting
physical.
That's what you expect.
Renier now
though.
has it. Renier gets down.
Loses his footing.
11 left on the clock, now 10. Over to Burnsy.
Burn
Nice.
with the shot, and that one gobbled up by Martin.
Caleb Martin's first save of the night. Ooh, that was a hit into the boards. That North Star player's hurt. Can't tell who that is coming off, one of the D guys. Ooh. Helix, I don't know if he's concussed or...
A little wobbly.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was that. Noah? It looked like number 10. Ooh, Webster off
speaking of-
Bomberry's helmet.
Off the head. Bomberry took that one.
There you go. Fan got a souvenir there. I think that was former Chiefs Man Cup winner Craig Point that caught that one in the
Yes, it
stands and
was.
gave it to his child.
Love seeing when
Bomberry-
Pointer's in the crowd.
Yeah. He went 3 Man Cups with these guys?
Yep. One of the hardest shots I've ever seen. Heaviest shot.
Dane's got it, 13-6 here for Chiefs. Ooh. McKay was cut and just couldn't grab that one. Him and Halsey are racing for this one. Halsey's going to get this. He gets it, but they're blowing the whistle. Gives it right up to the offense, Dirt Cats. He has one here tonight already, folks. Chiefs collapse the middle. Over to Sanchez. Sanchez with it. Save Warren. Sanchez was also a local. He played Schwiegen Bears this winter.
Mm-hmm.
But playing for Senior A Owen Sound this summer.
Ooh, I just felt the
Nice
air
play
conditioning.
by. Yeah. Did it kick on finally? Jeez, that feels nice.
Oh,
All right, we both had
Randall almost
same
had that
reaction
one.
there, right? Burns has got it. Burns is gonna nice look. Oh,
Just trying to
He
shovel
goes down.
pass. Shovel passes it to.
like we said, we both had the same reaction there. That
He was
that would have
wide
been a
open.
reel. Over to Brown, and Brown, he's played good tonight. I think he's given the bench here penalty there, Hiltzy. The ref Hiltz.
9:53 remains here in the third period. Chiefs 13, North Stars 6 in game number 3 of this best of 7 series. And of course, game number 4 of the series, the Saturday matinee, 3 o'clock start at the Meaford St. Vincent Community Center in beautiful Meaford, Ontario. And of course, we will have that for you here on the Darryl Smart Media.
Dan's going
YouTube
to shoot. Nope,
page.
looks for Dawson.
There's the squeaker.
Caleb kind of after letting that first one in, maybe he did. Maybe it was the helmet, right? He fixed his helmet. Now he's made a couple saves.
Well, it's got to be weird. And I know I'm a typical goalie. I'm super particular with my gear and especially your helmet. You know what I mean? It's a weird. You got to be used to that feel in the helmet. And of course, coming in relief for a kid who had to make adjustments to that helmet.
Not Senior A related, but of course, only in a league this would happen to in Can-Am. Newtown came here this year with 14 or 15 players and no goalie.
What?
So a local guy, an older guy, Masters goalie from Brantford, who works the door for the Grand River Warriors, took his gear out his truck and let one of those Newtown players get in net. Plus, we had just got done playing the Friday night, so those pads were sweaty, and that poor guy. Oh, big hit there by Burns. That poor goalie, his first one went in, his helmet was too big, the pads were too
terrible feeling.
huge, and this poor guy's not even a goalie, and he's got to use these big extra sweaty pads.
It's a terrible feeling, especially in that with the helmet.
They were better off just signing the doorband for the game
Oh gosh, yeah.
instead of him giving the pads up. Renier with it, and Burns, that's like his second big hit of the night. He kind of...
I like Burns' off-ball game, and that's one thing that I guess I don't appreciate in the winter when he's playing for the Bandits. You appreciate his scoring and his playmaking, but this summer, getting a really good look at him and seeing his complete game, I really enjoy watching his off-ball play and his forecheck as well. Like, he's always on someone.
And Randy, nice. Randy had that one off post, but they get it back for the reset, and Dane finishes. I know. It was really surprising. Like you said, Owen Sound jumped up to that great start, but then the Chiefs, I thought it would stay a little tighter, but the Chiefs woke up and got the sea legs out. And
we're just going to look at the replay here on this one, Chris. And again,
14-6 that should be now.
Just a ripper from the Great Dane, and the Great Dane fires it home as some of the faithful here at the ILA looking to
even some crowd leaving now,
getting an early exit.
And even like we said, it was like game one, Owen Sound got down 6-0, came back, made it respectable, I should say.
Respectful.
Yeah, then
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, then they scored what, the only goal of the third period that game, and then obviously so close in game two, right there, could have stole one at home, but
this was the hey, let's put the foot on the throat. And let's keep put the pedal to the metal here. And I think that is something that's going to be talked about on that bus on Saturday morning.
Yeah, hey, let's not go, like I definitely...
You don't want to make that trip again.
They're getting their Timmies and everything, and, take your little nap if you got it and shake those legs out when you get to Meaford, and let's complete the sweep.
Well, it's going to be interesting. I don't know what time the bus leaves.
Let's let teams like Brooklyn and Peterborough fight out a 7-game series.
Exactly.
And even out west, those two powerhouses of Victoria and New West fight themselves out.
Oh, Coquitlam and Maple Ridge, too. Man, that's been a series.
Smith has it. Knocked down there. Good to see number 10 back after he got hit.
Yep.
Noah Millsap. Joe Coyle with it.
And again, we'll have lots of lacrosse here on the Darryl Smart Media YouTube page. Saturday, we've got a double dip with game number 4 of this series at 3 o'clock. And then at 7 o'clock, Mr. Vale will have the call for the Riverman Merchants game number 1 right here on this channel.
Like you say, don't have to leave your couch Saturday. You know what? You can watch the Buffalo Bills start preseason versus the Giants at 1. Roll that in Darryl Smart Media for this game 4
all night long.
Yeah, and then roll
all
it
night
into
long.
Get a little football in the morning. It's almost that time of year, but these guys are finishing up and watching playoff lacrosse.
And again, we'll be on this network as well for game number 6 of the MSL semifinal between Brooklyn and Peterborough. That one from the Iroquois Parks Sports Complex. I'll have that one for you here as well.
Is that Sunday or tomorrow?
No, that's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh,
Wednesday. So they played 2 games in a row, Brooklyn and Peterborough, and then they have a break.
No way, that's crazy.
Well, it's because the scheduling with the Senior B and the Junior A.
All that stuff. Yeah. Like you said, almost they were like looking to get this done so quick almost.
Yes, you're correct.
Joe Coyle's got it, but he's going to give it to Tanner Buck.
Well, it didn't help that they played 2 games on the long weekend as well in this series.
Yeah.
There was no. I think that was by design too. I don't think the Chiefs wanted to play on the long weekend. And to be honest, it would be tough because it's a trip. It's like a 3.5 hour bus ride either way.
Do you think not having, obviously the Chiefs I think had the bye last year as the 1 seed, but do you think not having every team make it this year too was nice?
I actually like it. It made the regular season a race.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand why they did it because of the regular season was so long this season.
Last year was cut, to 10 games?
Yeah, it was 12 game. It was a 12-game regular season last year. So that was kind of the sell on that one was, hey, let's play less regular season, but everybody's going to be in the playoffs kind of thing. Oh, there's a shot and a goal.
Yeah, nice lift for Elijah Brown. Tune in Saturday while he plays then that time for the hometown Six Nations Rivermen, right?
Yep.
His North Star.
So is he going to fly? Is he going to play both?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Here it is, Greg with the ball.
I feel like
this is just a great take by Greg.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just a great take. He saw the opening and saw that little hole Warren gave him and put it home.
I feel like it depends upon, right, like how they're kind of looking at the Rivermen, but I could see him, obviously they have more of his rights. And
Yeah, that's an interesting one too. Here we are thinking, how the heck are we going to broadcast 2 games? Well, I guess I'd be on the bus by the time this game gets underway. I'll be still on the bus, so keeping tabs on you guys, making sure. I'll be looking at the iPad, making sure as you guys got the computer. You'll have my computer, so.
Yeah, nice look there by Smith to Smith. Joe Coyle going hard. He pulls it out. I would like to see him try to give it a go, right? They're down by 7. I believe Sanchez even works for East Coast Dives when I talked to him back in the wintertime. I think he's using the orange eye on there. And he's a Maryland guy. I believe he said he works there. He was in, I think he said he was in the Black Friday commercial they did online for them.
Hey, East Coast Dives, if you needed another commercial.
Yeah, let's get you on here.
Let's hook you up.
We got your buddy Josh Sanchez. I think he's also a member of Team Mexico, and we'll promote your stuff.
We'll promote your stuff.
Come on, Greg, let's go.
Other businesses want to get involved. Obviously, lots of viewers.
Tons
so your sponsorship dollars would be put to good use because we've got lots of people watching, my friends.
That was a little high there for Brown, but Cree gets it. And like you said, we'll sell your products over the world. We got guys all over in the States and England.
Oh, gosh, yeah. We had Peru tuning in this year. We had Japan at some point.
Lacrosse is global.
Yeah.
Chiefs are global. Dana Dawson.
Well, and that's the cool part about
Feeds
going out west for the Mann Cup. Like, the Chiefs are going to have a lot of fans out there. And that's the one thing, that was my take home from my first experience out at the Mann Cup out west a couple years ago in New West. We had just as many fans in the stands than the New West. So,
and like you said, Dawson Theed, I guess his brother Tanner Theed plays for Brooklyn Senior B. So he's one of the on the back end for Senior B looking for a President's Cup championship. Webster's got it. He's been pretty quiet, right, these last 2 periods. He came out hot start and two minutes left, and really, if you're the Chiefs here, you're just looking to kind of grind these last 2 minutes out. If you get a goal,
just
that's
trying to be
fine.
safe here. Let's
no penalty. No real big penalties, no injuries.
Yep, just
nice moves by
Lyle. Just being Lyle right there.
Just took Coyle right to the meat rack.
Puts on the gas pedal and you can't catch the guy.
Is his helmet again?
That's tough. But again, to Martin's defense, he had someone else wearing that
kid
lid.
Was wearing it when it busted.
And everybody's got a different way of wearing their helmet, you know what I mean? So it could be either in the area where you're tightening or it could be in that chin area. I know as a goaltender, that's where I'm particular, is in that chin area. You got to have it at a point where it's comfortable, not only comfortable on your chin, but for your eyesight in that line with the bars there.
Dane looking to gets over to the captain, Jammer.
Jace Martin's got to turn down the music so I don't get a copyright strike.
Yeah, there we go. Come on, Jace.
Come on, Jace. Turn that down. We got to just talk over top of him here as Lyle's fighting for the ball in the corner, and so is Dane Smith. But when you see guys like Dane Smith and Lyle Thompson fighting for a loose ball with a minute and a half.
Helmet again.
There's a helmet again. But fighting for a loose ball with a minute and a half and a 7-goal lead. I don't know about you, but that tells me that this is the playoffs and they're prepared. They're really ready for this playoff push.
And it's pretty solid too that none of these guys are prima donnas, right? Like, you know, sometimes teams and things can get the bad rap of, they got all these superstars and they don't care about the summer ball or they're not from Six
That's the
Nations, maybe
opposite
they won't try
here.
as hard, but they're trying hard, right? They want to win.
It's the opposite here, and I've said it time and time again over the years here on our broadcasts, or even if I'm speaking to people out in the different communities and they ask about the Chiefs. One thing, Dewey Jacobs, we talk about how good of a GM he is.
How many?
He's not only
brought in?
it's not only the type of it's not only the talent that he brings in. There aren't any jerks on the team. You know what I mean? And you go into that dressing room, and the egos are checked at the door. And again, these are all guys that are the stars on their individual NLL teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like McKay there, just kind of takes a couple slashes and danced around, almost buried.
And the ego is out the door, and they put on a Chiefs jersey and they play for the Chiefs and not themselves or anything else.
No, definitely. And like you said, he does a good job. You're getting guys from these different kind of different teams, right? You're mixing these heated rivals of Halifax and Buffalo and Toronto and even a Smith from Rochester, and you're mixing it all together, and a couple of Georgia Swarm guys, and
you got to be a chemist.
Yeah, and they all work well together. You know, some of these guys have played Team Canada. They've played summer ball before, or like Randy's got great connections with all these guys from his Arrows and his Halifax days, but then Bomberry and also with Jackson and Lyle from their Swarm days. Like,
just looking at the scoreboard, just looking at the other broadcast, we're giving Steven Stamp at Stamplax on YouTube. We're giving him an extra viewer here. I've had the game on here on my computer all night long, along with our analytics, and there Brooklyn just scores to make it 8-7.
Is that Will McLeod from Hamilton? Looks like he buried.
It is.
He's doing double duties for the Merchant Senior B and
man, oh man,
these guys in the. And then that's crazy too, right? The fact
that was the winner.
No way.
That was the overtime winner. Are you serious? We just saw that in real time.
And like we said, Will McLeod, I mean, he's a heck of a guy from Hamilton.
So the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club has taken a 3-1 lead, or 3-2 lead, in that series. And BLC can clinch or punch a ticket to the MSL final on Wednesday at home. And you can watch that on the Darryl Smart Media YouTube page on Wednesday night at 8 from Iroquois Park Sports Complex. Wow, that was crazy seeing that in real time, folks.
Yeah, that was nice. Like I said, Will McLeod won a Minto with Burlington, and he's also a top first-round draft, going to be a first-round draft pick of one of those NLL teams this year.
And
just Robert Morris graduate.
And just as the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club comes away with the victory 3 hours away, the Six Nations Chiefs come back. You know, it's kind of funny that it sounds like they come back, but they came back after a 3-0 deficit to strike up a 14-7 victory over the Owen Sound North Stars here in game number 3 of this best-of-7 series, and the Six Nations Chiefs take a 3-0 stranglehold here in this series. Just looking at some scores.
Like you said, 2 down.
For the Chiefs, Shane Jackson had 3 goals, but the leader, Lyle Thompson, 3 goals. He had a hat trick as well, had 3 assists on the night. Ryan Smith had a pair of goals, had a pair of assists. Josh Byrne playing the role of facilitator, and Dane Smith, an 8-point night, folks. 2 goals, 6 assists, and he is the straw that is stirring the drink here. Dane Smith with a big one, the great Dane, putting on a show like he always does. So, an 8-point night from Dane Smith, and Dane Smith did it in game number 2, I believe, where he led the charge in the goal department as well. So, and then you
so quietly, right?
It's so quiet, you don't real. And again, we talked about it a couple of times that he was playing the role of facilitator, but that's the quietest 8-point night I've ever seen. Like, you barely call his name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe he just looks so effortless out there,
oh,
right?
Man.
Like, he's giving it his all, but it just comes so effortlessly to him. And like we said, comeback. Like, who thought they were going to be down 3-0?
Yeah. Looks
like, oh my God, Owen Sounds. They got the confidence rolling from game 2 of almost winning, and
And then the train just the train started, and it kept on going, and nobody could have stopped it.
Yeah, they put the seatbelts on, they buckled down, and head forward, and hey, let's take care of business here, guys.
Well, I think that's what they did. And just looking down the Owen Sound roster, as Jackson Webster, the MVP of MSL this season, he was the leader, 3 goals, 1 assist for 4 points, and Tanner Buck, the Six Nations product, with 3 assists. So big game for the Chiefs. They wanted to get it done, and they can get it done on Saturday with a victory, 3 o'clock. And we'll have it here on the Darryl Smart Media's YouTube page. And as well, don't forget, it'll be a doubleheader here on this YouTube page on Saturday. I'll be in Meaford at 3 o'clock for that game. Spencer Byers and I will have the call, and then take a break, have some dinner, maybe come to the arena, have a chicken wrap. And then at 7 o'clock, game number 1 of the OSL Senior B Championship Series. It's a best of 3, the only game at the ILA in that series. And my good buddy Chris Vale beside me is going to have the call for that one.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good one. I don't know what to expect, what the lineups are going to be, or what's going to go on. But and like I said, lacrosse doesn't die here. Maybe we'll keep on the stream, and the mini nets were brought out.
I know, really.
These kids are ready to play.
I know. So thanks for watching tonight. For my good friends Ben and Bruce, who are working on the cameras and doing all the tech stuff, making us look great. For Chris and myself, thanks for joining us, and we will see you on Saturday. We'll call it Super Saturday. Why not?
Yeah.
So see you Saturday. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it.